You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You cannot make them drink. So this is my Facebook page. Just posted up all these pandemic treaty videos, predominantly from John Campbell's channel, Dr. John Campbell on YouTube. This guy is a legend for Great Britain. Please go and watch these videos regarding the upcoming Global Health Alliance, Global Pandemic Treaties that's going to get signed off in May of 2024 in Geneva, Switzerland. This interview especially is absolutely must see. What this guy has to say here, like I said, must see. Now, where does this fit into the timeline of Barack Obama? Because everything is to the number of his name, most certainly. Now, before the May do in Geneva, we're holding our own here in Melbourne. The World Health Summit Regional Meeting in Melbourne 2024. Check that out. Scary stuff. Really terrifying. Now, so what have I got to present today? Put your thinking caps on for those that actually can see and understand things that I show. Put your intelligence cap on. More of the same. The number of his name playing out. Everything is governed by the number of his name. These political Zionist elite are doing it all to the biblical script. So the 10th of January 1997, Barack Obama started his political career as a Chicago, Illinois senator. Now, his senator days split into two separate timelines, Chicago and US, Washington, D.C. senator. He was in the position of a Chicago, Illinois senator for 408 weeks exactly from date to date, as you see there. 8,461 days from taking political office was the day that WHO declared COVID a global pandemic. Put that in date-to-date calculator and you'll see what I'm talking about. Time and date calculator. 11th of March 2020, WHO declared COVID a global pandemic. 4 years, 2 months and 16 days later, 48, 4 years is 48. Obama born on the 4th of the 8th, 216th day of the year. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the movie Pie, Faith and Chaos, I've been talking about this movie for years, all about the number 216, Kabbalism, Judaism. They didn't accept Jesus Christ as Savior, but they'll accept another in his name, the scriptures say, and his number is 216. Also shown the number of his name, Obama's birth numbers, born on the 4th of the 8th, 216th day of the year, in the movie Knowing. Do you know, or are you in the dark? What happens when the numbers run out? Massive story. Massive breakdown. Can talk for hours on that one, and I have in the past. So, 44 years, 2 months and 16 days between since COVID was declared a pandemic by the WHO, World Health Organization, to the Global Pandemic Treaty, where they will institute next May One Health. Now, you will learn in this video, the video down this guy, once it gets signed off in May of 2024, they have 12 months. It takes till 12 months till May of 2025, and then it becomes official, binding, completely law, global law by then. So that give member states, member countries, 94 member countries, time to set up their infrastructure and just prepare for being dictated to by the WHO concerning not only global pandemics regarding viruses and sickness, but more. Okay, Global Pandemic Treaty, One Health, it's called. Non-binding to binding among 194 member countries. Revision of the IHR 2005 International Health Regulations. This is what this is a reworking of. The WHO are meeting for the 77th World Health Assembly, Geneva, Switzerland. Now, 77 is the number 7, obviously, and there's no more sevens when you're counting to 80 years. You've hit the World Health Organization has obviously had its 70th year anniversary, and May will be its 77th year. Now, why am I talking like this? Because Christine Lagarde, she was once the International Monetary Fund president. She did a speech back in the 14th of January 2014 called The Magic Number 7. I suggest if you haven't seen it, you ought to go and watch it on YouTube, where she talks about the magic number 7 and the significance of the number 7 in regards to global politics. She also talked about that because the following year in 2015 was the 70th year anniversary of the United Nations, when they signed off the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. 17 Sustainable Development Goals to 2030, which is the draconian system that we're all under, which is going to depopulate the world to 2030. Just as a side note, 239 days on from the 27th of May 2024 is Inauguration Day of the next president in the USA. 239, the Kia ad for the new car that gets flogged on the Australian ads all the time. What's the car? Kia... Oh, it escapes me. Number plate's 239,923. Okay, this will mean Australia will be obligated to do whatever the WHO states in deemed times of virus pandemic or any other climate health emergency. That's the really important takeaway here, is that they can declare emergency because of what they deem a climate health emergency. They officially declare. This will include the upcoming 17 judgments from Revelation, which will be deemed climate health emergencies. What am I talking about? I'm not talking about the 4 horsemen. I'm talking about the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th seal, the 7 trumpets, and the 7 vials. They will all be considered climate health emergencies. And this is the mitigation years. We are in the mitigation years where they're signing the treaties and signing the universal agreements and the legislation for member states, member countries, which 194 are part of this WHO thing, to do exactly what One Health tells them to do in times of the coming emergencies, which will be climate health emergencies, these coming 17 judgments of the book of Revelation, coinciding with the 17 goals of a sustainable world to 2030. Now, you want to get a quick rundown on what all this is all about? Just in 2 minutes, the Dr. Isaac clip on YouTube from the last movie, 2016, of the Resident Evil series, the final chapter. Dr. Isaac clip on YouTube talking about climate change and the Noah, the book of, well, he puts his hand on a Bible, then he tells everybody that he's going to go down into the dumbs, the deep underground militaries. Go and watch it. It's straight out of Revelation chapter 6. Revelation, that scene. And that's exactly what's going to unfold to 2030, to 2028. I believe Great Tribulation kicks off because Obama turns 66 years and 6 months, which the Australian government knows all too well because they worked out the recently, and I've covered this in videos which hasn't had an uptake at all. Pension, 66 years and 6 months, from 65 years of age to 67. $48216. Knowing, the movie Knowing. The good old movie Knowing that nobody wants to talk about. Pardon the pun. So they're counting the days. This is the same as Kamala Harris, Vice President to Joe Biden. There's great significance to the passage of time. Great significance to the passage of time. Everything is scheduled, orchestrated, and performed to the number of his name. Revelation 13:17, Revelation 15:2 in your King James Bible. Obama's birth numbers, the numbers of the beast. Man, I rest my case. Over and out.